All right, guys. Today we're talking about some Bestech D2. Now, you guys know I've done a ton of D2 testing. Those of you that are newer, if you go back and look, I can't even say how many different D2 knives I've actually done. Never did do a Bestech though. Did have the chance recently to be able to test this one. So I did factory edge, first sharpening, third and fourth sharpening, like I've been doing quite a bit lately. So I'll cover that. I'll cover the sharpening, how it drops, what the test results are. Not going to be a super long video. Go ahead and get this cutting out of the way real quick and come back and talk about how this thing did. All right, guys, now that we saw that cutting, and I'll just let you guys know this is the third take of this, so however it comes out is how it's coming out, and that's it. D2, like I said in the beginning, start with the sharpening, and then I'll cover the factory test, the first sharpening, and then my regular testing. Sharpening, like any other D2, had no problems with it. Deburred perfectly fine, zero issues whatsoever. The factory edge, 1-inch section, cut a total of 17 feet of cardboard before it was completely done. And I cut a little bit more with it just to see what would happen. And I didn't even make it to 25 feet where it just wouldn't, it was tearing, it wasn't cutting. So 17 feet on the factory edge. Went ahead and sharpened it. It was pretty close to 17 degrees per side as delivered. Ran the first sharpening, 49 total feet of cutting, so a 32-foot increase. Keep in mind it's D2, more than double what the factory edge did. So then I sharpened it the second time, cut the edge off, sharpened it a third time so I could go ahead and do the regular testing. On the first test, which is the third edge, 85 feet fine edge, 25 feet working edge for a total of 110 feet. Then I went ahead and sharpened it again. 15 degrees per side, 1500 grit, 631 micron, 5 passes per side, like always. And on the verification test, this did 84 feet fine edge, 24 feet working edge for a total of 108 feet. So where does that fall? That is I'd say that's on the higher side of average Chinese D2. Now I did get a hardness on this also. I did a 5 test average, and that came out to 59.6. Not terrible. And I may make a totally different video about this, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it. Of all the D2 that I've cut with that has done well, it has all fallen in the 59 to 60 range for a hardness. I've done tons of D2. You guys can go back and see the videos that Kurt ended up testing for hardness after I had already done the videos for them, and quite a few of those were in the 61, 62, one even as high as 63, and they just didn't do any better. Different topic for totally different video, but I did finally get a Bestech D2 example. Nothing special here, just average. Is it worth the $50 or whatever these cost? That's totally up to you. I'll just go ahead and throw in there, I don't find this to be terribly comfortable. So it's, no matter what the combination was here, no matter what the steel was or anything else, this particular design, just something about it. The top is okay. The bottom, I just don't like the way the entire thing's finished. Just something about it. It wasn't great during cutting. I can't see it being great during use. I'm not going to use it past the testing. That's as far as I'm going with it. You guys have any comments about it? Any of your experiences with this particular model or any other Bestech D2 you want to talk about? Go ahead and drop it down below. And like I said, I will at some point here do an updated video on D2, maybe compare it to some other stuff again. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's all I have for this one. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.